Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Houston Astros and the Washington Nationals. Who will get the better of this compelling matchup? We'll find out next on MLB Network. Max Scherzer gets the starting assignment for the Nats in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Max Scherzer. Hello, Chief. It's Max, and it's not Agent 99. This is one of the best pitchers in the game of baseball. Upper to mid-90s fastball, powerhouse slider, and a great changeup. If he brings his A game, it's lights out for the opposing team.
Digging in now, George Springer, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
George Springer.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And it's fouled away.
First pitch, 4 o'clock.
The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here comes Scherzer on 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Just a perfect afternoon for baseball. 80 degrees under clear blue skies. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, I'm watching the guy they call Dr. Smooth, Michael Brantley. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He, of course, the most valuable player in last summer's All-Star game. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look at that, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve, looking to at least put the ball in play here this inning. Here's the first pitch to him. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike, 1-1.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay. You want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
There's a foul ball off to the right side, and that'll move the count to 1-2. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 3 up. 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Justin Verlander, a Virginia-born right-hander, gets the ball to start this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're taking a look at one of the top pitchers in the game. This guy has over 200 career victories, and he'd like to add another one to this list. This guy's been a really good pitcher for a long time, and right now he's showing no signs of slowing down. It'll be interesting to watch him work in this one here.
Leading off.
Stepping in, Adam Eaton. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Eaton.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Now a fastball. Oh, look below the knees, but he rings him up anyway, and there's one gone. And a look now at the hometown Nationals starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
So the bases are empty with one man gone, and that'll bring up one of the fastest players in all the land, Trey Turner. First pitch on its way from Verlander. A ball and no strikes.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
The 1-0 home. Hard hit towards center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
In now is Anthony Rendon, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Two balls and no strikes to Anthony Rendon.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
Line shot to second, but it's caught and the side is retired. Nationals gone in order. We are still scoreless. Here's Carlos Correa now, and he'll lead things off against Max Scherzer.
Carlos Correa.
First delivery to him on the way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. That's inside. 2-0.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
Outside. 3-0 now. Now the 3-0 offering. Finds the zone, strike 1. And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 23.
Here's Michael Brantley. Past battles with Scherzer. He's a .341 hitter. He also has 1 home run. First pitch coming. Here it is. A high fastball is in there. Correa on at first. Nobody out. Scherzer will check it first, and he'll get back in safely. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Nope. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
I know the umpire balled that one right there, but it was close enough. He's going to try and establish that pitch in. As an offensive player, you've got to build that rapport with the umpire. He can't give him anything off the inside half of the plate.
Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Now the 2-1. High in the air out to center field. Robles waits on it. 1 down.
So here's how the Washington Nationals are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at Yan Gomes, catcher. Calls a really good game. Pitchers seem to love throwing to this guy. And don't get it twisted. He can run into a 3-run homer as well.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and 1 strike. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 once more. Fouled off.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Gurriel behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Throw over to first, and he'll dive back in. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball as this runs in on him, and he has to step out of the way that time.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
2-1. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for Houston. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Juan Soto to the plate now.
Leading off for the Nationals, the left fielder, Juan Soto.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Soto is one of those prototypical left-handed bats that really excels against right-handed pitching. Sees the ball well coming from that side. 2-0. Fouled away. Now the 2-1. Popped him up. Over to the left, but playable over in foul ground. Bregman is over, and he puts it away for the first out.
Time for a look at the Stros on base. In the outfield, Michael Brantley. This guy broke the Indians franchise record for consecutive games without an error in 2013. Has great range and is very sure-handed out there. Always going to make the play.
In now for Washington, Ryan Zimmerman. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And it's fouled away. Bottom of the second here with no score. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. The 1-2. And a swing and a miss by Zimmerman as he sat down on strikes here. There are 2 away. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Here's Brian Dozier now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Two balls and a strike to Dozier. 3-1.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. Another payoff pitch. Fouled off.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Loud contact by Dozier, and a ball with carry to left field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. It's a solo shot here from Brian Dozier. As the Nationals strike first, it's 1-0.
Something you don't see every day. It had the distance the second it left the bat, but it was anybody's guess whether it was going to be fair or foul. That is, until it clanked off the top of the foul pole. No question or controversy now. That's an impressive homer.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. As he'll swing and send a chopper out to second. Altuve has it onto the first baseman Gurriel, and that will end the inning. Nats on the board first, courtesy of the solo home run. We've played 2. It's now 1-0 Washington. Leading off the inning, Robinson Chirinos, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Number 28, Robinson Chirinos.
First offering on its way. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
High with the cut fastball, and he's behind 2-0.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Now the 2-1 pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
In now, Justin Verlander. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Astros still have yet to tally their first hit in this one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Can't allow yourself to lose focus right here with the pitcher up. Got to stay on the attack. Minimize pitches against these guys and put them away early.
Now here it comes. And there's the first strike. 2-1.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
Fouled away. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to set him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Here's George Springer as he lifts it in the air to right field. Eaton is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They still trail 1-0. So striding forward now, Victor Robles. He'll be the one to greet Justin Verlander to start the inning.
Victor Robles.
First offering on its way. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Counts even at 1-1 to Victor Robles. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. This is popped up. Altuve with a bare hand. Got him. At the plate, Max Scherzer. The pitch. High in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it. 2 down. So coming to the plate, Adam Eaton. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First delivery to him on the way. In there for strike one. Strike two. Good curveball on the inside black.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2. You got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
Stays alive. Still 0-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. 3 up, 3 down for Washington, but they lead it 1-0. Leading off the inning, Alex Bregman, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Number 2, Alex Bregman.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2.
When you have 2 strikes on you as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far on this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and striding in the speedy second baseman Jose Altuve. First pitch of the at-bat. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
1-1 the count. A ball and 2 strikes.
The count is 1-2.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And nearly into the hit column in a big way. Instead, it's a foul ball. Misses, ball 2.
2-2.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
That's back-to-back punch-outs, and he's really starting to rack them up now, guys. I've got 8 strikeouts in my scorebook for him now, so he's got good stuff.
Stepping in, Carlos Correa. And then it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Down and away, ball 1. No runs, no hits, no errors in the ball game for the Astros to this point. A ball and 2 strikes now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Astros go down 1-2-3. They're down 1-0. Matt Vasgersian back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and starting out the inning, the exciting speedster Trey Turner. Here it comes. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. 3-0 now.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
3-1 to the National shortstop.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And that misses for ball 4. The leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter, and oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
So striding in, Anthony Rendon hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Here it comes, 1-0. On a rope to the second baseman, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
Now batting, left fielder, Juan.
So a runner at first with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up the dynamic bat of Juan Soto. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he gets ahead 0-1. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
0-1 count, and the pitch. Into right field. That's a base hit.
Now batting, first baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the stretch.
Nope.
Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
Nope.
2-0.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Two-0 count, the pitch, and a bouncing ball, foul.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
A bouncer up the middle. He's got it. Altuve for 1. Over to Gurriel for an inning-ending double play. Nationals lead 1, but they're up 1-0. And back in our nation's capital, before we get too much further on the field, let's check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Astros manager A.J. Hinch between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Striding in, Michael Brantley. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How do they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch on its way. Up and in for ball 1. Hard hit ball to second. Dozier has it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Coming to the plate now, Yuli Gurriel. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
A windup and the 0-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Soto giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. So 2 are gone for the Astros in the 5th, and that brings up the former Gold Glover Josh Reddick. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there, no balls and a strike. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1. And it misses. 3-1 now.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Hey, this guy is one strike away from absolutely cruising through the first 5 innings. No need to even warm up the bullpen the way this guy's pounding his zone.
And there's the first hit of the game for Houston.
Hey, D-Row, it's about time they finally break through. We're
Now
into
back.
the 5th inning, and that's just their first hit of this game.
Yeah, Danny, it's been a pitcher's delight out there, but I'm an offensive guy. I want to see some balls moved into the gap. First knock. Hopefully this is the start of many.
Standing in now, Robinson Chirinos, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
One and one to Chirinos. Reddick leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he misses 2-1. A 2-2 count to the Astros catcher. The 2-2 one more time is looked at, and the count moves full.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 3-2 one more time gets him looking up around the letters. Astros lead one. It remains 1-0. Now at the plate, Brian Dozier. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he takes ball 1. Dozier, originally from Mississippi. He was an 8th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
The 1-1. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Man, that's a nice job by the batter right there, keeping the front side in. Not easy on a curveball. Would have been easy to throw the front side and hook that foul, but he was able to stay inside and drive it for a base hit.
Now to the plate, Yan Gomes. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
Now the 1-1 pitch. This is foul right side. Nobody out, runner on first. An even 2-2 count to the Nationals catcher. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Victor Robles digging in now. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Reddick is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Ready for another chance. Max Scherzer comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at bat. In there for strike 1, 0-1. And it's fouled away. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's called a ball 1-2. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. One left for Washington, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Digging in for his second at-bat, Justin Verlander will start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball in there for a called strike. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's Scherzer now 1-1. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now.
I don't know if that was discipline or whether he's just not swinging the bat at all, but hey, at least he's making the pitcher throw a few more pitches.
Outside in a full count, 3-2.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in his zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
And he misses with it. Ball 4. And a terrible start to the inning as he's walked the pitcher leading things off.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Now in the box, George Springer. He flew out in his last at-bat. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. The 1-0. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Robles looking up, and this one is gone. A home run. George Springer puts 2 on the board with that home run, and the Astros take the lead. It's 2-1.
I think if this pitch would have been a little higher and in on his hands, it would have been effective. But he left this one belt high. Big mistake. He's a guy that will feast on belt high pitches on the inner half, which is pretty obvious now.
The third base.
Stepping in now, Alex Bregman. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. Here comes Scherzer on 0-2. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Turner will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone.
Second baseman.
One away for the Astros here in the 6th. And striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
2 balls and a strike to Jose Altuve. Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1. And he popped him up back into foul territory behind first, but this will land untouched. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking the hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my men on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last. We all know he's one of the best in the business for a reason.
Into the box, Carlos Correa. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. Correa, sometimes called Show-Rea, he was selected in the 1st round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Soto on the move. He can't get to it. This one's down. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
And here's the thing from a pitcher's perspective. You look at this line and you think, wow, he's been sitting guys down all game long, and that's true. But on the flip side, his pitch count is up there. You have to wonder if he might be starting to get a little bit tired in this one.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. He's set. Here it comes. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
It's really hard to work deep into games when you're having an outing like this guy is. You're going to strike out a lot of guys. Well, guess what? Your pitch count's going to go up too.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Fouled off. Looped out towards short, and this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning. Astros play 2 on the 2-run home run. Through 5.5, 2-1 Houston. Bottom of the 6th inning on its way, but first, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only 1 of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
The right fielder, Adam Eaton.
First delivery to him on the way. Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone.
I know he stole a strike right there, but he better be careful with that curveball. That's coming across and catching a lot of plate. And if he stays back, he's going to drive that thing with some serious authority. Hey, they say in this game you better have a short memory. Well, that's obviously the case with this batter. He came into that third at bat after getting his ticket punched twice and was able to get a single.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. Popped him up. Gurriel waits on it. He's got it one away. Ready for another shot now. Anthony Rendon. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
1-0 the count. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Reddick is there, and he has it for the out. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and digging into bat next, the ever dangerous Juan Soto. First pitch on its way from Verlander. Hit out towards second. Altuve has it. On to the first baseman Gurriel, and that will end the inning. Nationals lead 1. Our score remains 2-1. Back here at Nationals Park, it's on to the 7th now with the Astros on top in this one. And as the final warm-up tosses are thrown, let's get a look at our game summary through 6 innings. Wander Suero is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 51, Wander Suero.
Now at the plate, Yuli Gurriel. No hits to this point.
For the Astros, the first baseman, number 10, Yuli Gurriel.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there, strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway.
Now batting.
That pitcher's got to be shaking his head right now. You got to tip your cap right there. I'm still always impressed when offensive players are able to come out of the zone and still be able to make hard contact.
In now, Josh Reddick. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0 home. This is in the air out to left field. Soto will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring up the catcher Robinson Chirinos. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
The 1-0 home misses, ball 2. Gurriel leads off first with 1 away. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. That one's in there. 3-1.
This is where, if you're the batter, one pitch, one spot. and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
The 3-1. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
The batter, the pitcher, Justin.
Digging in, Justin Verlander. And he may instead be asked to bunt. We'll see how they approach the situation with one away. He's set and the pitch. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1.
Great decision there to pull back. Step number 1 in getting a sacrifice bunt down. Make sure you bunt a pitch that you can handle.
And he pops up the bunt attempt. Rendon able to put it away, and that's out number 2. George Springer will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on one swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Ready with the 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. In the air out toward right field. After it is Eaton. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 2 left for the Astros. They still lead it 2-1. Settling in now, Ryan Zimmerman. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
First pitch on its way from Verlander. And there's a fastball from Verlander to jump ahead. 0-1.
You could clearly see that the hitter didn't like that strike call, and his manager, he didn't like it either, as he's giving the umpire an earful from that dugout.
The windup and the 0-1. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Into the box now, Brian Dozier. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. And this one runs up high. Ball 1. That's wide. 2-0. Verlander still with 1 earned run on his line through 6 1/3. 3-0 now. Verlander starting to run up his pitch count. He's at 75 thus far. Here it is. The 3-0 is taken. Strike 1. Hit in the air down the right field line, and no one will track it down. Now the 3-2 pitch. Line drive, base hit.
Well, this is where the manager makes his money right there. Nice at bat. Now it's a question of whether or not he pinch runs. Dan, as a pitcher, did it make you a little nervous when a guy had jets on the base path?
Oh, no doubt about it. This is a very difficult spot. You're one hit away from getting right back into this game and tying this game up. You're going to have to really think about putting somebody on first that might be able to score on a ball in a gap.
Chris Davinsky takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame.
Chris Davinsky.
Into the box now, Yan Gomes, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Davinsky is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
And he fouls this one off. Ready with the 2-2. Fastball is outside. It's full now. 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Line to the right side, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the 2nd out.
Now batting, center fielder, Victor Robles.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up the outfielder Victor Robles. First pitch coming. Here it is. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. Dozier is off at first with 2 away. Little flare out to left. In there, a base hit.
That's the name of the game right there, boys. Get on base any way possible. They're not all going to be beauties, but that one falls in front of the left fielder for a base hit.
Kurt Suzuki will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 28, Kurt Suzuki.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Brantley is under it. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. Nats leave a pair. They still trail it here 2-1. Austin Adams has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 70, Austin.
Now at the plate, Alex Bregman, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game.
The third baseman, number 2, Alex Bregman.
Pitch on the way. Oh, and an ugly swing there. It's 0-1.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
Hard hit to first. Played on the backhand. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Coming to the plate now, Jose Altuve. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. Now here it comes. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Two 2-0 pitch on the way. Too high. And it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Three and one. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. And this is down at the knees, but called a strike. Wow, it's 3-2 now. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
So a runner at first now with one away, and the former #1 overall pick in American League Rookie of the Year, Carlos Correa, bats next. First pitch on its way. And a high strike there, 0-1. Runners on first with one down. And this one's in the dirt. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
And I think that's the case of the pitcher being a little too preoccupied with the speed at first. He lost focus on making the pitch and throws an absolute scud. The irony, of course, is the runner's now on second, and he didn't even have to steal.
Soft liner to the right side, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. So digging in now, Michael Brantley. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Lined into right field, and it's going to get down. A base hit. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. In to score the runner from third, and that moves the lead to 2 here in the 8th. And he's safe.
Well, they already had the lead, but that extra run makes a huge difference, even if it's only psychological. The pitcher knows when he steps out there that he has a little bit of wiggle room to work with.
Digging in and looking for more, Yuli Gurriel, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here's the first pitch to him. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. looked like the fastball got away from him there. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Astros pick up a run on the RBI double. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's now 3-1 Houston. Hector Rondon is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 30, Hector Rondon.
In now is Adam Eaton, and Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now here's a swing and a little bouncer out to the left of the mound. And the leadoff man in the inning will get the job done here. It's an infield single.
The batter, number 7.
I know it wasn't pretty right there, Dan, but that has to frustrate the pitcher. Leadoff guy, anytime he gets on, usually creates a problem.
You know what, Dero, it's especially tough when you get as late in the game as we are right now. Anytime you get that leadoff guy on and have that pitcher start pitching out of the stretch, it always puts more stress on that pitcher pitching out of the stretch.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Reddick is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and the next hitter will be the right-handed bat of Anthony Rendon. From the stretch, and that misses inside 1-0.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
And that's too high, ball 2. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Outside, 3-0 now.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Andrew Stevenson will come on now and pinch run here.
Andrew Stevenson.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out, and that'll bring up the dynamic bat of Juan Soto. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Boy, the Nationals could use a big hit right here. They really haven't been able to do much all game long. This would be a great time to get something going.
Smoked on the ground left side. Altuve for 1. On the first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Andrew Stevenson will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
The Nationals now playing right field.
Jimmy Cordero enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Number 52.
Stepping up to the plate, Josh Reddick. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Josh Reddick.
Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now. Cordero, a 27-year-old. This is his first year at the big league level. Right side, but it's well foul. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now. You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. Ready with the payoff pitch. This is hit softly to third. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. Now batting, Robinson Chirinos. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First delivery to him on the way. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike. Boy, that's just about in the catcher's glove there. It's 0-2.
I love the fact that this batter continues to be aggressive, but after striking out twice already, maybe he's got to take a step back, see the ball a little bit deeper, and be willing to work deep into the count.
Hard hit ball to short. Turner has it. And that's the second out. Aledmus Diaz will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 16, Aledmus Diaz.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Two out, nobody on. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And there's ball 2 now. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Robles is in pursuit. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Nothing further in the Houston ninth. One last shot coming up for the Nats. They're on the short end of a 3-1 score. Roberto Osuna takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 54, Roberto Osuna.
Striding in now for the Nats, Ryan Zimmerman. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
The first baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope.
And that misses for ball 1. Now the 1-0. Fouled away.
It looked like from our perspective he gave up on that one a little too quick and then tried to emergency hack late.
The 1-1. And it's fouled away. Grounder down the line at third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Brantley going back, still going back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to left as it's now a 3-2 ball game.
is a cardinal sin for any closer. You can't give up the long ball. Good thing for him, he still has the lead. We'll see now if he can rebound and actually keep it.
The batter, number 9, second baseman.
Standing in now, Brian Dozier, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. The 0-1 pitch. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Fouled off. The 1-2. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. And he makes the throw to first. Dozier is retired, and there's one away.
You know, professional catchers make those plays look easy most of the time, but that was a big play that shouldn't go unnoticed. Had he found a way on, he would have represented a tying run, so that was a nice job there to make sure that strikeout didn't get wasted.
Into the box, Yan Gomes, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Here we go, Nationals.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. One out, nobody on. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
The 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Here's another 2-2. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Victor Robles waits on deck. The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective. And that's exactly what he did right there.
In now, Victor Robles, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Tying run at the plate. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Last strike now for the Nats. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in.
Well, that's not exactly how you draw it up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run he gave up, and he hangs on to collect the save.
A one-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. Houston rode an important sixth inning to victory in this one. Justin Verlander is credited with the win. Max Scherzer takes the loss despite striking out 11 batters. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.